Well, good day! So for today, I'm going to continue to talk about the DC animated universe from 1966 to 1970 in another first appearance video. And this one's about the Green Lantern. So, as per usual, I'll go through this list of usual things that I do in these videos here. And then, yeah. So, alright, let's go! Alright, so we wind up on this planet called Oa, which happens to be at the center of the universe. I wonder if they have a hockey team called the Maple Leafs. Just kidding, Toronto. Anywho, the inhabitants of this planet, the immortal guardians of the universe, are all up in arms about something, so they contact the only person that they can for help, and that would be test pilot Hal Jordan. And they're all like, hey! So the horrible interplanetary lord of crime, Evil Star, he's escaped our space prison thingy and heads up, because we don't know what's going on because we're not giving any more information about this. So Hal is all concerned all of a sudden, and wouldn't you know it, Evil Star shows up on Earth so he can get revenge on the Green Lantern.
Meanwhile,
Hal Jordan uses his Green Lantern battery to power up his ring and boom! Transforms into the Green Lantern, and he immediately starts to tussle with Evil Star. It's a battle between a power ring and a power bracelet, or star band as he calls it, but Lantern wins this round, pretty easily. So Evil Star takes off, gone, right? And he states his plan for revenge against the planet Oa. So, why did he go to Earth in the first place then, right? Like, if you got a beef with Oa, why the hell would you go all the way out of your way to another planet? Wouldn't it make sense to destroy Oa first, Green Lantern's power source, and then destroy the Green Lantern when his power source is gone? Oh, I'm just being handed a note here. Let's see, they didn't do that because it sounds logical. Yeah, you're right, sorry, yeah, that would make sense that Evil Star would go to Earth first. Okay, sorry, my bad.
therefore,
Green Lantern and his trusty sidekick, Cairo, set up a warp zone wormhole thingamaroo, and bam! They immediately pop up on Oa, and just in time to save the Guardians from Evil Star's freeze ray. But Evil Star steals Green Lantern's ring, and you're like, holy crap, man, this could end up really bad for the Green Lantern, right?
nope.
Because Cairo got the ring back immediately, and ending any concern of the Green Lantern needing to overcome a disproportionate conflict or anything, because you can only have so much conflict in a 7-minute episode, so yeah, I guess in that sense, that would make sense, he got it right back. Okay, cool. So Evil Star takes off, and the Green Lantern gives chase. Lantern easily gets through all of Evil Star's attacks, and with his fancy ring powers, is able to capture Evil Star, bring him back to the Guardians building, and put him back in space jail, or whatever they call it on that planet. And with that, the planet is saved, and I don't know what else, because they never really gave us any more information, but, the day is saved, so yeah, that's all good. And with that, that is the end of this fantastic tale. So that was a episode. Yeah, there really wasn't much to it, just a 7-minute little thing of kind of really nothingness. So there have been other 7-minute little episodes in this whole animated universe that make a whole lot more sense and are a lot more compelling and interesting. This one, really not so much. Just some dudes flying around shooting beams at each other there could be more kind of to it, but there really wasn't. Sure, it's the first episode and you just want to get a base kind of understanding of the character and all that, but even then, it just kind of scratched the surface and really never gave anything else beyond that. Like the Flash episode with that radiated ant, that was actually a decent episode. It was interesting and you did get the basics of the character. I don't think they had much of an idea for this episode other than let's just have Green Lantern fight. So even during the recap, I was talking about how why the hell did Evil Star go to Earth in the first place if his whole vengeance plan was against Oa and the Green Lantern? Why not just get Green Lantern to Oa in the first place? Therefore, with the 7-minute runtime, you can actually have time to kind of make more of an interesting story. Like when the Green Lantern lost his ring, he could have had it lost for more than, say, 10 seconds, and he could have actually tried to fight this guy without a ring and see what he can do just as a character, not as a superpower. And you're probably saying, well, Das Zuber, it's just a kid's cartoon, it doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need to be complex, it just needs to be interesting. And having a bit of character development isn't complicated or complex, and kids are smart enough to understand things and really kind of appreciate the character more. Henceforth, the whole reason why kids loved comics in the first place. And I don't understand why the Guardians of the Universe did absolutely nothing either. Oh no, Evil Star is attacking us. Let's call somebody else for help. We'll just sit here and do nothing. Oh no, Evil Star is freezing us. I guess we'll just sit here and try not to defend ourselves. I agree. So it was pretty good to see the Green Lantern move around and stuff, but it definitely wasn't the best one in this animated universe, but it wasn't really horrible. It just was what it was. It was there. I guess check it out if you want. But other than that, let's go see what else we can find about the Lantern and other kind of things about all that kind of stuff there. Okay, so let's just get right to the green eggs and ham with this one. So this cartoon features Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. So he got his start as the Green Lantern in the Silver Age of comics, and his first appearance was in Showcase number 22 in 1959. Right, with all the same kind of story. Hal Jordan is a test pilot, pretty fearless, has got a strong willpower, stuff like that. The villain of this episode, Evil Star, first appeared in Green Lantern number 37 in 1965. So that was just before this cartoon came out. And really, it's actually pretty awesome that he's here. So in this DC animated universe, only the main shows will feature supervillains from the comic books. Of course, that would be the Batman show, Aquaman show, and Superman show. All of the other shows like The Flash, Hawkman, etc., they only had random foes that were created for these episodes and no villains from the comics, except for this featured episode, which of course was Evil Star. So it's always more interesting to see a superhero fight against their known supervillains instead of just some random, crook or space alien or whatever. Green Lantern's sidekick in this episode is the alien named Cairo, and he wasn't in the comics, really, but he was a stand-in for Hal Jordan's best friend from the comics, Tom Kalamaku, who is an engineer, he's a mechanic, he eventually becomes Hal's business partner, etc., etc. He knows Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern. You could say he's Green Lantern's sidekick, but, more so you can say that he's Green Lantern's non-superpowered evil fighting partner, I guess. So Tom first appeared in Green Lantern number 2 in 1960, and I'm not really sure why they changed out his character for Cairo in this cartoon. Only thing I can really think of is maybe they were trying to feature more of the whole spacefaring aspects of the show by having a blue-skinned alien as part of the main cast, I guess. But fret not, because Tom did appear in the classic Green Lantern movie from 2011, which is a legendary movie in its own way, unfortunately. And Hal Jordan was there as well with his really awesome, realistic-looking CGI suit. The Guardians of the Universe obviously made an appearance in this one as well. The guys who hand out the Green Lantern rings to people across the universe. In the comics, they are actually blue-skinned, whereas they changed the character's appearance in this cartoon, which is kind of surprising, because if they would change Tom's character to a blue-skinned alien, why wouldn't you keep the blue-skinned aliens blue and then keep Tom as the way he was? These are all questions beyond my pay grade, I guess. So this cartoon shows Green Lantern as the only Green Lantern there is in existence, basically. But as we've seen with all popular comic characters, the list does expand with many other heroes sharing the same power abilities as a popular character like this. And so there were many Green Lanterns that existed beyond this point. So just to name a few of the really popular Green Lanterns that have popped up in the recent years, you've had, of course, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Kilowog, and of course the original Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott. So that expansion of just Green Lanterns would lead to a universe full of Green Lanterns, right? And the start of an organization called the Green Lanterns Corps. So of course, if that wasn't enough to wet your whistle on Lantern powers, like you got the villainous Sinestro with the Yellow Lantern, and that was going good until boom, you got a whole swoop of different colored lanterns and different color of Lantern Corps. Like, my god, like a whole color spectrum of lanterns. Like you have the Green Lanterns, obviously, There's the red lanterns, the orange lanterns, the yellow lanterns, which is the Sinestro Corps, indigo lanterns, known as the Indigo Tribe, there's the violet lanterns, or the Star Sapphire Corps, the black lanterns, and the white lanterns. Like, my god, that's a lot of different lanterns. And of course, each lantern color is showcasing a different emotion which powers the different colored rings. So with that, the green lanterns are powered by willpower, reds are powered by rage, orange is powered by greed, yellow is powered by fear, blue is powered by hope, indigo is powered by compassion, violet by love, black lanterns represent death, white lanterns represent life, and I'm going to assume that beige lanterns would be the emotion of boredom. Sorry, they don't actually exist, but that would be pretty cool. Or it would be a really boring comic, one of the two. So I did go online and take a quiz of which lantern corps do you belong in, and turns out I would be a violet lantern. So get on me, right? So that's your quick rundown of the Green Lantern and every other lantern under the rainbow. For now, anywho, I'll await the day for the plaid lanterns because those sound pretty awesome. But other than that, I guess that's that. Right on, and there you go. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it as much as I did making it. Also, feel free to check out the source material that I featured in this video. And if you want to leave a comment on anything you may have liked or things I might have missed in this, feel free to do so. Or anything else, just to say hi. That's cool too. And other than that, have a great day. Thanks.